And are you refreshed? Good. Now what? Can there possibly be anything left undone?
I love the game of lining up to be up in the chair and raising my hand, not raising my hand, and feeling it. And then it's about guidance and listening. And I want to expand this idea of using meditation CDs, getting in the vortex, feeling that relaxation.
Before you go further, we want to hear every word of what you're saying
Yes.
here. But before you go further, the game of getting in the chair.
Yes.
Tell us, what is your dominant intention?
To feel good.
Tell us what your subdominant intention is. There's an intention that is rampant within you that puts you in very good place for that. What do you think it is?
I want this to work for me. I want my life to work for me as good as it can feel.
Not what we're going for.
Okay.
It's all right, but it is something that's in your vibration. And as there are things many people feel and don't know they are, in other words, it's one of those things, and it's why we're wanting to shine a spotlight on it.
Okay.
You are a quintessential uplifter. And you always want to find something that will help you, but that will be beneficial for others. In other words, you always bring to the mix. And the reason you can't find it is because we've been beating you over the head with being selfish for so long that you think you're making it all about me, 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 me. But we just wanted to take this opportunity to say that you can't make it be about you without it being about those that you care for. And you are a teacher to the very core of your being. You get together with others, you chew, you contemplate, you listen to what they're saying. In other words, you feel resonant, you know answers to things. In other words, you get around and you hear what people are talking about, and then you represent them in a sort of vibrational way that is always meaningful. We're not promising you that you will always be in the chair, but we're saying to you, that's what's been getting you here.
I had a glimmer of that. I felt that, a sense of...
Oh, sure, now we've pointed it out.
Now I brought up, you shine a spotlight on it, I'll pick it up. And it's like,
it's strong within. It's strong within you, yes.
Yeah. It is for all of us, and it is for me. And it's an acknowledgement. It's okay to have it for me, but yes, I do like to share it with everybody else. I relish sharing energy. I have a husband who is the magnet into the vortex, and I ride along that wave over and over again, as you've explained to us. And I want to understand vibration when I go through the meditation CD, and I've been doing it since for months now, and every day, and feel this. It feels like a physical feeling of vibration, because when I open my eyes at the end of it, I'm always often amazed at how still I feel. Like I almost can't move. It's almost like waking up out of sleep, because my body is so like unenergetic in a way. And then emotion seems like a feeling. I'm talking about guidance and being feeling, and vibration seems like this physical thing. Like I can feel it raise up. When I think about raising vibration, I feel like it's physically vibrating higher in my mind, or my body really. And then emotion seems something different. And I'm trying to understand the shift from being clear in the vortex and that relaxation we've talked about, and then getting into that passionate role, because my humorous side, I was thinking, okay, I'm in the vortex, I'm relaxed. Even if I've had some resistance and distraction, I'm always delighted when I open my eyes that I'm relaxed. I can feel my vibrations much higher. Then I have to get up out of my chair in my office and go see patients and go work. And I'm trying to carry that forward. I'm trying to understand the shift from that physical vibration being higher and the emotion being a higher
Well,
vibration.
the piece that we want to shine a spotlight on that you're missing a little bit here is that the vibration, first, do you acknowledge that the vibration of your vortex, even more pointedly, the vibration of your inner being,
Yes.
is a high frequency?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So if you're blending with it and you're feeling ease, can you feel that you must be up to speed with it in order to feel the ease?
Yes.
In other words, if you weren't up to speed with the high vibration, you would be feeling chaos, not ease. You would be feeling angst at a minimum and trauma at a maximum. Mm-hmm. So what you're describing means you have succeeded in focusing and releasing enough resistance that you've come, and you've been doing it over time, so you're gradually so up to speed that you don't even realize that you're up to speed. It's sort of like getting into a hot bath. At first it's hot and then it feels normal.
Yes.
It's like that. You've acclimated to the higher vibration. Now think about what the benefits of that are. We've been talking about the cells of your body and how the cells of your body are in communication with the source within you. So when you allow such complete alignment that there's no angst within you, you're allowing perfect conversation between your cells. So the question that we want to put to you is, and this really speaks to what we've been talking about, especially here today, what's with all of you human blessed beings who keep wanting to be the energy that makes it go? In other words, can you feel how what we're wanting you to accept is that once you align with this energy, you've got this energy to flow? You've been hearing us say, get into the vortex and then,
Yes.
get into the vortex and then. So now you're saying to us that the vortex to you feels like you're in that place of relaxation, and now you don't feel motivated, might be a good word, to go back to work, to do the things that you need to do. And we say, well, maybe you and a whole lot of other people have been doing a whole lot of your work outside the vortex where it takes motivation to do it. In other words, what we're hearing is that you're not yet quite completely trusting that this vortex will bring you the inspiration that is necessary, the insight that is perfect, the timing that is perfect, the blending with those that you are interacting with that you wish to assist. You're following?
Yes, and so like right now I can feel like it's like the energy in my body feels like it's really up around here in my head, and then I'm like, how do I take that energy into physical energy?
Well, let us say this first. When Esther first began receiving us, when she stood before you, bringing us in or allowing us in the early days, she was not standing, she was sitting and holding on to a chair for fear she might fly away. She felt a definite shifting of energy. The blending of where she was and where we are was a sensation of swooning. Over time, it went away because she acclimated so completely to the energy.
Oh.
So, and at first, she missed it. She thought, you see, when you most feel energy is either when you're coming up to speed with who you are or when you're leaving the speed of who you are. In other words, that's what that feeling is. And so we're just wanting to sort of set you all at ease that if this vortex meditation, getting into the vortex meditation, is bringing you to a place where you are feeling mostly relaxed, that it is doing the job that was intended. It means you're allowing your vibration to raise. Mm-hmm. Now, have you heard us say that we usually use Esther as the example, Jerry and Esther, that Jerry was the one who was asking, and Esther was in the state of allowing, which made for a very nice blending. Mm-hmm. And how it helps for you to know what stage you're in. In other words, people will sit to meditate in order to connect to their inner being. But they'll be so full of questions they can't connect because their questions are different than the vibration of alignment. So we're saying almost the same thing to you here, that the alignment is what you've achieved. And now you can focus again upon the question which will highlight the solution. In other words, but you're doing it from inside the vortex. Okay. It's such a different thing to go back to work from inside the vortex, to begin to visit. It's sort of like the life coach that we were just visiting with. When you're inside the vortex, it's a whole other set of criteria that comes to you. It's a whole other set of insight that comes to you. We were not coaching our friend based upon what she said. We were coaching her based upon what's in her vortex and where she was completely, you see. That's the best way of interacting with those with whom you are interacting.